Hello everyone, welcome back to Butiki Reptiles, video number 3. Today we will be talking about the hypomelanistic gene and translucent genes, which are really the two easiest to spot. I will do later videos on the actual genetic properties of these genes, but for today I'm just going to tell you they are both recessive genes. But I will be showing you how they manifest themselves visually, not when they're heterozygous with another gene. So let me go grab a hypomelanistic dragon and I will be right back. Alright, so here I have Coral. I've shown you guys her before. She is our translucent leatherback, and she is also hypomelanistic. And how you can tell is because she has completely clear nails. Now she has a little bit of dirt on that one, so it doesn't look completely clear, but all of her nails, every single one, are completely clear. Back feet, also completely clear. So that is how you tell if you have a hypomelanistic dragon. It's just as easy as that. If they have completely clear nails, they are visual hypomelanistic. If they have black nails, they can either be a non-carrier for the hypomelanistic gene, or they can be heterozygous, which means they carry it, but they don't display it. And unfortunately, there are no visual markers for a heterozygous hypomelanistic dragon. You just have to know what their parents' genetics were and take it from there. And again, I'll talk about that in future videos. So now I'm going to move on to translucent, and I'm still going to show you the same dragon. So again, here's Coral, and she is also translucent. And I will do comparison just to show you, but she has completely black eyes, which I'm sure you can tell in this video. They're solid black, and when they're babies, you can also tell because usually the underside of their belly, she's getting ready to shed, but the underside of their belly will actually be kind of a blue color when they're babies. And that's because in translucent genes, their skin is actually translucent, just like it says. And so the blue is you being able to see their insides, essentially. Now bearded dragons have kind of like a black coating right on the inside of their ribs before their intestines and everything, so you're not actually seeing their intestines themselves, but you're seeing that black lining that's between their skin and their intestines and stomach and all of that that's in there. So that is a hypomelanistic and translucent genes. Hypo and trans are for short. Now let me go get a normal dragon so that we can compare them to Coral. This is Buster. He carries a couple of other genes as well, which we'll talk about in future videos, but he is not a hypomelanistic and he is not a translucent. So as you can tell, comparing to Coral's completely black eyes, Buster has just normal eyes. They're black in the middle where the pupil is at, but the rest of his eye is kind of a tannish brown color. There's a lot of different variations in eye colors that bearded dragons can have. Black is the only one that actually comes with a morph. The other colors, like gold and orange or red, they're just all kind of normal bearded dragon eye colors. And he also is not a hypomelanistic dragon. So if you look closely at his little toenails, you can see he has the black line in his toenails. Whereas the hypomelanistic dragons do not have that black line. So, I will do a video in the future, but this is one of the reasons why trimming a normal bearded dragon's nails, like Buster, is a lot harder than trimming a hypomelanistic dragon's nails, because that black also covers the veins that are in their nails. Their veins are inside those little black areas. So I'll show you Buster again, and you can actually see where the vein ends in their nail because their nail's completely clear. And I believe it's the same way with dogs. I've seen, you know, dogs, I don't think they call them hypomelanistic dogs, but they have clear nails and you can see where the vein is at, which makes it a lot easier for the groomer to trim their nails. So I'll be right back with Coral. Alright, so again, here's Coral's completely clear hypomelanistic nails. And hopefully it'll zoom in well enough that you'll be able to see, you can see where the pink is in her nail. I apologize for my dirty fingernails. Take after my dragons, I guess. Especially in this second nail here, you can see kind of where the vein ends, where it stops being pink and it starts being completely like almost white. So I'll show in future videos, like I said, how I usually trim their nails, but hypomelanistic dragons are a lot easier to clip their nails further back without clipping that vein, which is also called the quick. Okay, so here's Sunshine. She's got the black eyes. And we'll see if Coral will let me put her on top. There we go. Two girls, black eyes. Both of these girls are translucent. However, one of them is hypomelanistic and one of them is not. This is Coral. She's hypomelanistic. And this one is Sunshine, and she is not hypomelanistic. But they are both trans. So you can have one gene without the other. It's really just depending on what genes their parents had that decides what genes they carry. Let me grab another girl, and I'll do a comparison between the translucent eyes and the non-translucent eyes. Alright, so this is Pam. You guys have seen her before too. Again, she's the mother of the babies that we have available right now. And she is a hypo. She's got the clear nails just like Coral does. But she is not a translucent. See, so her eyes, like Buster's were kind of a golden color, whereas hers are like a kind of golden, but they got a little brown ring, a little silver ring. Completely normal eyes, again. You can't tell if they're heterozygous translucent just by looking at their eyes. Same with hypo, you can't tell if they carry the gene just by looking at their nails. She is actually heterozygous for translucent, which means het trans is what people usually call it. Means she carries the gene, but she does not display it. So all of her babies that we have available right now are 50% het trans. They have a 50% chance of carrying the gene that they would have gotten from her. I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. I am so excited to talk to you guys about the last two genetics, which will be Whiplet and Zero. They're both completely patternless genes, and honestly, probably two of my favorites. I will also make a video later down the line, probably 2 or 3 weeks from now, and I will talk about genetics and how all these different genes that I've talked to you about get carried from parent to baby, and what the percentages mean, and all the abbreviations and all stuff like that that us breeders love to use. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. I'm excited to see you guys next week on video number 4, and thank you for watching. Bye!